A new Amnesty International report says that Nigeria's security forces are spiraling out of control in their fight against the Islamist militant group Boko Haram. The report released today details atrocities carried out by Boko Haram, as well as the serious human rights violations carried out by the security forces in response. Now, for more perspective on the Amnesty International report, we're joined live via Skype by Heather Murdock from Abuja, Nigeria. Thanks for joining us today, Heather.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much. So the Amnesty International report makes really serious allegations against the Nigerian military, saying that it holds people for long periods of time, forces confessions out of them, and also carries out, in some cases, extrajudicial killings. Now, does the group offer compelling evidence to back this up?
The group does. They've interviewed a lot of people and have a lot of eyewitness accounts or stories from family members of alleged victims.
And what about the military response? We already know that Mohammed Yerima, who is the military spokesperson, is denying that they go to extremes, that they're merely doing their investigations because they're trying to capture Boko Haram militants who are known to sometimes hide within the communities and also obviously carrying out the atrocities that they are. So what do you make of their denial of these allegations?
Well, I mean, Amnesty International has actually also pointed out that the Nigerian security forces are in a kind of a tight situation where they're constantly being attacked. They do adamantly deny that there are extrajudicial killings or unlawful killings or detainments or torture or other kinds of human rights abuses. It's hard to know what's really going on, especially in Maiduguri, where most of the report is about, because there's problems with cell phone lines, and it's considered a dangerous area. So a lot of people aren't going up there to report on it. But according to the Amnesty report, these things are happening, and security forces are just denying that they're happening. The someone from the Office of the National Security Advisor apparently told Amnesty that they would investigate the allegations in the report.
And that leads me to the other question. These are not new allegations, one would say. Maybe they're more detailed, but the speculation and allegations against the Nigerian military force and other state security agents has been going on for a while. What does Amnesty International expect will come out of this report that is different from, previous times when these allegations have been raised?
Yeah, that's true. These allegations have been around for years and by many groups. I think Amnesty is offering some specific recommendations. They're calling for a witness protection program to allow people to report Boko Haram abuses without fear of reprisal from that end. They also want a witness protection program and the facilities for people to be able to report abuses from security forces.
Well, that kind of puts things into a bit of an awkward state. If the security forces are the ones being accused of perpetuating and carrying out these violations, would people feel safe to go to report allegations of their own to them?
Well, that's the problem they're in right now. People feel that they are afraid to go to report violations that security forces have committed or allegedly committed. People say according to the Amnesty report, people say that they are afraid to even go to the security forces and say, my family member has been in prison and we haven't heard anything from him and we haven't heard of any charges. They're afraid to even sometimes claim the bodies of the victims, according to the report, because either they might be accused of being in league with Boko Haram, or they might be accused of something else by the security forces.
Thank you so much, Heather. And also just to clarify for audience that this Amnesty report is constricted or confined to the northern parts of the country, correct?
Yes, it's focusing on a town called Maiduguri.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Heather Murdock, our VOA correspondent, joining us via Skype, live from Abuja in Nigeria.